working? I don't get it. These parts are safe for sure. Why isn't it working? I don't get it.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Time to go.
Huh? Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep... Oh, hey, look! Isn't that Badawi? It sure looks like him, but he's dressed completely different now. What is he up to?
Didn't I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor? If something happens to you, I won't be able to pay for it.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. I grew up as an Eremite mercenary and worked in the desert my entire life. My body's still in great shape. I don't have many talents, but I still have my muscle. If you need someone to unload goods or drive away sumpter beasts, I'm your man.
You used to be an Eremite mercenary?
I know there are a lot of bad apples in our ranks, but most are just trying to make a living. We're not that greedy by nature, and we'll do our best when given a job.
Let me think. I'm sorry, but I still can't take you in. I don't have any open positions right now, and don't have the Mora for anything more. How about this? Why don't you try your luck somewhere else?
Okay.
He used to be a member of the Eremites? Huh. From the way he was dressed, I would have thought he was a merchant from the rainforest. Let's ask him about it. We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys here?
That's what we wanted to ask you. Who are you? Why did you dress up like a merchant to talk to me about our project? There's no need for us to continue this project if you still want to keep hiding things from us. I don't work with individuals I can't trust.
Believe me, I didn't have any bad intentions. It's just... All right, there's no point hiding anything anymore. The building I'm trying to commission you for is not really a personal residence for me, but rather a library for children living in the desert.
A library? Funded entirely by yourself? Shouldn't this be the responsibility of the academia? I've heard that the academia will be looking to prioritize the desert with the allocation of educational resources and materials. It sent over a large shipment of regular goods just last month.
You're right, and I was aware of these happenings as well. I just figured what I want to do is a separate effort from what's already being done by the academia. The desert is too vast. Even if the academia spends a lot of effort trying to disseminate knowledge in those parts, it might still take decades, if not centuries, to reduce the educational gap that already exists between the two regions. And what's more, I don't know if the academia would ever reverse its stance in the future. All I know is that as a desert dweller, we should not wait passively for good things to happen to us. If we only did that, we'd never be able to stand up and hold our heads high. I don't have much longer left on this world, so I just want to use whatever time I have to contribute something to my homeland. I didn't want you to know that I came from the desert.
To the point that you even...
When I first... Someone agreed. After that, I heard that there are a lot of untrustworthy people in this business. Some would run as soon... I spent a while... By the way, how did you know I was scammed? I don't think I've ever mentioned that to anybody.
Just a hunch. A while ago, I accepted an offer to work on a project in the desert, and was also scammed out of a large sum of mora. I ran into some... He said that he had... And after that, according to him...
Those kinds of things do happen every once in a while, yes. Folks like...
It's all right. You were also scammed by someone from Kasharwar, after all. I should apologize to you on their behalf. Ultimately, neither of our experiences had anything to do with the desert or the rainforest. People who are new to an area are always easy targets for criminals. Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people everywhere. I can't understand the logic of those who like to take advantage of others, but I have to accept their existence. Anyway,
That's what I was I've done the math, so I decided to...
By cobbled together, you...
To be honest, all I want is to build this library. A while ago, I heard that the I know the desert life, and can predict what the problems will be. So even if the academia would take them in, once they enter the halls, they might find themselves surrounded by other children who look and act very differently from them. And as a result, they might become socially isolated.
Yes, I can imagine that. My father passed away at an early age. Even though I had a good number of friends during my years at the academia, for some time I still sensed many critical looks in my direction. I'm sure a child coming all the way from the desert will have an even harder time. But let's bring this back to the building itself. I think you said that you want this building to be quiet and warm, with its doors serving as a solid barrier to block out the sound and fury outside, and allow one to focus on the book in their hands. Building it according to the current plan will be quite costly. Even if I don't charge you any commission fees, I don't think we'd be able to keep it under your budget. Any ideas on what we can do? Sponsor the That does make sense. The library is a big project, and it's going to be hard to fund. What do you think? If we can find others to sponsor the project, we could potentially increase the...
It's all fine with me, but where do you think we'll be able to find these sponsors?
Well, you're right. If I really think about it... Her? Now there's an idea. She probably won't say no if all she'll need to do is to make some introductions instead of spending mora. Let's go and pay her a visit.
when I saw
Hey, can't you think of something else for a change? You are literally living in an objet d'art, and yet your mind is still fixated on nothing but Mora? What is the point of wealth, anyway? Is your happiness entirely dependent on your hoard of cold, emotionless Mora?
That's exactly right. Mora is extremely valuable, you see. If you don't keep your mind on it, your Mora may just find its way to somebody else's pockets. If you ask me, this place is still way too empty. Just give me some time and I'll fill it to the brim with lots and lots of Mora.
You're hopeless.
Oh, so you have an actual reason to visit me? All right, let's hear it. Merchants? Why? Is there some kind of business opportunity? Oh, I see. So you're just looking for someone to help you fit the bill.
I knew you wouldn't be interested in something like this. Still, you wouldn't refuse just making some introductions for us, would you?
Sure, I can connect you with some folks, but with every service comes a fee, you know.
A fee? You mean just for introductions?
Of course! Making introductions means using my connections and putting my reputation on the line. Why wouldn't I charge a fee for something so important? Since we've known each other...
500,000. Besides, by helping us out, you'd be doing a great service to the public. Can't you take your mind off your Mora even for just 1 second and focus on something far more important?
Very well. Since you're so passionate about this project, I'll help you out and waive the introduction fees. 3 of my business partners came by earlier today to...
Thank you so much.
You can wait here. I'll bring them over to you.
Dory gave us a brief introduction about the two of you. You are Kaveh, the renowned architect, and you are the traveler. Practically all to be
All right, here's the situation. I've been commissioned to build a library in the desert, with the intended goal of allowing the desert dwellers to have more access to reading materials.
So it's a public welfare project?
Correct.
Then the commission fees will likely be very low. You should be careful.
I'm not too concerned about how much I'll get for the commission fees, actually. I'm fine with doing it for free. I just want to get this project rolling as soon as possible. We're just a little short on funding.
So what? You can't possibly expect that we just cover the shortfall for you. Besides, what does a library in the desert have to do with us? If you want to build it yourself with your own Mora. Seems simple enough to me.
Hey, there's no need to be so harsh. They are Dory's associates, after all. So we'd mostly be doing it for reputation and exposure? There is some value to that. It could make doing business in the desert a bit easier.
Well, just speaking for myself, I've got nothing in the desert.
I also have a concern. It feels like there's not much to profit from in the short term. But in the long term, the reputation gain also doesn't sound like it'd offset the cost of the sponsorship.
Then how about this? What if, instead of building a single library, we commit to an entire complex of buildings dedicated to culture and education?
Wouldn't that just cost more?
Yes, but in that case... Mr. Kaveh, please tell us what you have in mind.
I'll just give an example. If we were to build a library and a school near Aru Village, then the desert dwellers would gradually begin to migrate towards the area. A whole suite of buildings will be able to host more traffic, and thus drive the economic development of the entire area. In turn, that would lead to direct business opportunities. I've been to the desert several times. Although there are still many lingering tensions between the two regions, the amount of interaction has been steadily increasing, and in the long term, the desert will only become more and more important to Sumeru.
You do have a point.
Education in the desert is indeed an industry that has not been tapped into. If we can be the first to place stakes in the area.
And you just believe anything he tells you?
Even the greenest amateurs know that urban planning will affect population flow. If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone on the street to confirm it to you.
You...
Hey, why are you starting to sound like I'll hate them?
Wait, something just occurred to me. If we're going to build a library in the desert, Aru Village would obviously be the best place for it. But it seems we're not the only ones with our eyes on the village. I heard a rumor a while back saying a lot of land and buildings in Aru Village have already been secretly purchased by a big-name merchant.
What?
What?
In other words, if we try to join the fray now, there won't be much left for us. If we want to build a suite of buildings focused on education and culture, Aru Village is the prime location. If we want to build it anywhere else, we'll have to deal with a far larger list of problems. It's not impossible, I suppose, but...
Then there's no hurry. We can wait for Aru Village to develop more first and get into the market for expansion to other areas.
But if you were to do that...
Is there nothing else to discuss? Great timing! I pretty much heard all I want to hear. If there are no other urgent matters, I'll be on my way.
I'll be off as well. If you have any new ideas, please feel free to reach out.
It seems like the others are not interested in funding this, so no point in me doing this on my own. Let's revisit this another time.
Hey, guys, wait! Well, what can I say? I guess it went somewhat as expected. They are Dory's friends, after all. As soon as they heard that there's not much more in this for them, they lost all interest. Yeah, it's just another day doing business with people. But I can never get used to that. Those people never think of anyone other than themselves. Looks like we'll have to figure out some other way to get the funding. Let's go.
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it?
Where did I put the delivery?
Oh, where did all that passion go from earlier, I take it you weren't able to find a sponsor for your project?
Please don't tell me that you're here to mock us.
What kind of person do you take me for? Would the kind and generous Lord Sakuma Bay really do such a thing? I will say, though, I more or less expected this outcome even before I introduced them to you. You can try to talk up the project all you want, but the facts will remain the same. This project is high investment with slow returns. No sane person would put their money into this.
But this isn't just a business project, right? Also, if you already knew no one would want to partner with us, why did you still try to charge me 500,000 mora? You scammer!
You might want to remember who your creditor is before you start talking like that, Kaveh.
I'll pay back every last coin that I still owe you, but that's a completely different matter.
Alright, since you're so devastated about this, I'll set you up for dinner with another big-name merchant. In fact, I'll be inviting the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, so I'll be counting on your performance.
What? Really? I would like to sincerely apologize for my attitude just now. So, where would we be meeting this merchant?
Follow me. Oh, I suppose both of you can come.
Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs. Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
This is the place.
You said you're going to introduce us to the most famous merchant in Sumeru. Well, where are they?
You still don't get it, huh? The most famous merchant in Sumeru
So you meant yourself all along? Then why did you bring us here?
Well, I've given it some thought, and that complex of education and culture buildings that you mentioned does hold some promise. It'll be a pretty big Mora sink, and I'll have to fund it all on my own, but that's not really a problem for me.
Seriously? Where's this generosity coming from so suddenly? Are you trying to scam me again?
The reasons are not important. What's important is that I'm willing to help you. However, you know just...
I get it, I get it.
Splendid! Then let's...
This... Of course. I must think. Now, let's have a quick discussion.
There's no rush. I'll provide you with a copy of the deed when we get back. You can just use the address on the document to find the lot.
Huh? The deed? So hold on a sec.
Oh my, did I not? So, from my perspective, this has been...
But what about my commission fee?
Huh? Didn't you waive those yourself? I was just gonna say that to Cuck, but before I could finish my sentence, you...
It's obvious that you used every trick in the book to deceive me. You deliberately paused for a long time while talking about the project and kept glancing at me with that menacing look in your eye.
Huh? You...
Oh, fine. I'm going to order... We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys...
That's what we wanted. There's no...
Believe me. All right.
A library? I've heard that the...
You're right. The desert is too... And what's... All I know, I don't have much longer left on this world. I didn't want you...
To the point that you...
When someone agreed. After that, I spent a while... By the way...
I ran into someone. He said that he had... And after that, he... According to...
Those kinds of...
Ultimately, neither of our... Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people everywhere. I can't understand the logic of those who like to take... Anyway,
That's what I was... I've done the math. So... To be honest, all I want is to build a while ago. I know the desert, so even if the...
Yeah, my father, I'm sure a child, but let's bring the... Building it a slightly... Most arc... While it's true that to completely get... However, To make up for the...
I see.
It just increased as for
Aru VII.
Okay, then we can pay a
Is there something I can do for you? I've already caused...
Let me think. You said you used to be an Eremite mercenary, right? In that case, you could help us clear out some monsters that are blocking the way We want to keep the road...
All right, just...
What are you waiting for, then? Let's pack up and get ready to go.
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Most materials going from There are a lot of...
Oh, don't worry about...
One with nature. Into the wind. That hurts.
I'm fine, but it's one... I don't think much. Few mercy...
Is there someone you know?
And for... Sometimes I joined the Eremites when I was young, if at all possible. I
think it's... Maybe he's doing this out of natural... Some people call me... But my situation... When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Inter-Darshan Championship, hosted by the Academia. He set off confidently hoping to win something for me, but failed to clinch the title. What's more, he fell into depression after... I never saw him again. I started doing many things in life. At this point, I've tried Maybe it's... I could be doing... Anyway, I've known all... He told me a long time... I still believe... Unfortunately, But as you can see, I'm not the only ideal... And when I find... Oh, please. Either way. All right. Now that we're here, it's my partner's time to shine. Marak!
Oh, what's this?
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks. I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Ah, You know each other?
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharawar. I've heard of you before. My name is Sataria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the desert.
Educational assistance programs. Then you must be familiar with the local conditions here.
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet, but if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them.
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the desert. We've settled on the general design direction, but we are trying to finalize some details based on the conditions around the intended location.
A library? Do you intend to open it to the public for free?
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
That's fantastic! I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books or a quiet place to read. Truth be told, this very thing has been keeping me up at night.
Let me get straight to my questions, then. Can you estimate the number of children around here who'd be interested in reading? Oh, and all right, Badawi, the parts of the I want to make significant. Our final call. Marak has produced a sketch for all the inspiration. I must give you credit, though. According to the in the meantime.
Time to go. to go.
That's close enough.
A new punching bag.
Let's get it on! Hi!
Wind Strider.
Feeling lucky today.
Get them!
Buckle up!
You want this one?
That's
You
close enough.
want this one?
The wind knows it. Into the wind. Time to go.
Adventure! Let's light it up!
The wind knows it.
Thank you for completing today.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. You have already... Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Eye for an eye.
threats!
Leave the one.
Stabilized!
Shine down! Shudder! Blood of frost! Huh? I condemn you!
Solidify!
You had your chance! There is no escape! Crush!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Chivalry will never die.
Neutralizing threat! Let's keep going, team!
Game's up. Coming through. Witness the power.
Burn! Retribution! Now's our chance! Precision strike!
Gotcha.
You had your chance.
Quietly now. These are about to get dicey. Rain Cutter! Know my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Leave the wounded to me.
Retribution!
Busted. Rain outlines your
Providing cover fire.
witness the power of the one. Game's up. Game's
Now's our chance. Engage.
Gotcha. Know my sword. Rain Cutter.
Leave the wounded to me.
Quietly now. These are about to get dicey.
Providing cover fire. Precision strike!
Rel. If you ever...
You had your chance.
Here comes the catch. Witness the power.
Now's your chance.
Retribution!
You had your chance.
Quiet now. Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Quietly now.
Engaging!
Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey. Rain cutter!
We'll need more where that came from.
Just what will we come across this time?
Visualizing threat.
Here comes the cat. Busted.
We'll need more where that came from.
I got a new letter from him. situation is... changed again. Navigating the world. Different identities. Need me to come up with some for you?
Now's our chance!
Cooperate with the inspector.
You had your chance.
Taking this commission was truly the worst Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tap? Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine. Same as last time. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass of juice?
I know you're already keeping that guy. Another glass, please, boss. I'm not leaving today till someone has to carry—
You've got it, sir.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing. But perhaps getting used to this, I would spend a lot— I suppose that all of this—
Here's your drink.
Boss?
The meaning of— Anyway, I don't—
What do you think? No worries. It's been Sounds great. Huh? I mean, it's not like it's some kind of secret. My mother is also an architect. Perhaps. Unfortunately, I did remember something else, though. When my mother left, she only carried some small personal... At the time, she even told me that it would be great if I could learn a few lessons from her life experiences. I hadn't quite come to grips with my emotions. It's been a really long time. Speaking of that, either way, thanks for... If you want to stick around and see how... All right. Let me... Anyway,
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Engaging! Final warning!
More speed. More speed.
This is order. Stabilize.
Leave the wounded to me.